In this video, I will share with you the tools that I use to create my games. One of them is RenP, which is an amazing visual novel framework. I like it because it uses Python, which I think is one of the best languages ever. Another tool that I find very handy is Total Commander. It is a modern version of the old Norton Commander from the MS-DOS days, and it is very efficient and convenient. I never enjoyed using Windows Explorer. This tool allows me to copy, move, and browse my files much quicker and easier. This is not a simple visual novel, but a complex one that uses RenPy screen language and custom Python programming extensively. The main part of the game is this adventure file, where I have built my own basic point-and-click adventure system. I also have the map file, where I have designed all the game locations, with each one having a set of spots. Spots are the points on the screen that the player can interact with. For instance, House of Chavez location is the front view of the house, and this is the code that specifies the different spots of the location. Each spot can have different types, and I can add more custom spots as I want, since I wrote this code myself. Of course, I used the standard RenPy coding for the various characters using the layered image system. We have a base, faceless body for each character, and then the various facial expressions that are displayed in-game at runtime, depending on our script. This is Dolores in her bikini outfit, and here's her facial expressions. This is Bruno, facial expressions, and this is Adriana, sexy, elegant jeans outfits, the various facial expressions as well. They might look weird now, since our transparent PNG, but in the game looks fine, trust me. Of course, I have the basic background images for the different game locations. To make the clickable spots, I just cut out the object or the part of the background that I want the player to click on and added a soft glow in Photoshop. This way, I can use an image button in RenPy, and I don't need to worry about the coordinates of the spots, since they will be in the right place automatically. For instance, this is the PNG of the house roof, which is one of the spots I mentioned. Now, I will start the game normally, and I quickly skip to the first location of the game, the front view of House of Chavez. As you see, as I hover on the various spots, they have this sort of highlighting effect, which is the soft glow I added to each PNG image. This is what happens if I click on the wisteria. It launches a cutscene. See, this is how the wisteria I just interacted with looks like in the game folder, and this is the roof. If I click on it, I'll get my first game clue. The clue system is another custom screen that I added so that the player can keep track of the various discoveries they made throughout the game. It has an index of topics on the left, and every time we get a clue about a specific topic, they'll be added to the list on the right. I have two examples of spots that I have used in the game. One of them is the grass in front of the house. When I examine it, the spot vanishes. In the game code, I have used cutscene once, which, as the name implies, plays a cutscene only once, and description once, which does the same for a simple description. When I click on the grass in the game, I get the description, and then the grass spot disappears. This is handy for things that are not very important for the game or that can only be examined once. Of course, like any adventure game, I can also travel to different locations. I have made some movement spots, shown as arrows, that allow me to switch location. Now I'm moving from the front view of the house to the outside of the utility shed, and finally inside the utility shed. I've also implemented a map system which you can access from the top menu. you can see we have the cemetery, House of Chavez, Playa de la Sangre. That's the name of the beach. Let's go there. As you arrive, you can interact with the environment until you click on the deck and umbrella and trigger a nice cutscene with Dolores. I'm fast skipping on purpose to avoid excessive spoilers. But picking the right option will increase your relationship with Dolores. The relationship system is a score system I use in my games to decide the outcome of the romance. Usually, you need a high relationship with each love interest to trigger the romance scenes. A point-and-click adventure is not complete without items. In this scene, you have found a bracelet that Dolores dropped at the beach, and you return it to her, moving the story forward and starting a cutscene. In this case, you first check your bag. It triggers a cutscene that puts a key in your inventory. You can then use the key on the environment, the front door, to enter the house. You can also have mini games and puzzles integrated into the adventure gameplay. Here we have to spin those runes to make a word, using a kind of dictionary on a piece of paper that we discovered in the house. For those who know Ren'Py, this is a screen inside another screen. It is very smooth, I have to say. That's it. I hope I managed to show a bit how you can use Ren'Py to create more than just a plain visual novel. Not that there isn't anything wrong with that, of course, but you can do much more. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you liked this and it's something I should keep doing.